Welcome to Mr. Dominic's Read Aloud. This is number 2 in our series. Today we're reading Max the Stubborn Wolf. Max was written by Marie Odile Judes. She wrote the words, so she is the author. And it was illustrated by Martine Bourret. So Martine did all the pictures, and that person is the illustrator. So, this book is amazing. That's why I chose it for you, because I like it a lot. And it's also on loan to me from a person by the name of Carl Satsbury. Carl owns Outwards Bookstore, which is on Murray Street on the east side of Milwaukee, over by UWM. And he is a local person. He's not big with multiple stores over multiple states. He owns one store, he runs one store called Outwards. So he's a local business. Well, I know, and I'm just as guilty, that it is so easy as we quarantine these days just to ask our mom and dads to get on our phone and get us soap or books or whatever from Amazon and have it come to our door. I'd encourage you to reach out to our local booksellers. Outwards Bookstore is on Facebook. Carl also has a website. So if there's a book that your mom and dad want to buy for you, my suggestion to you is that you get a hold of Carl or another local bookseller where you happen to live, so that we can continue to support folks in our town so that they're still around when this quarantine is over. So Max has an interesting problem. Max wants to be a person, wants to do a job that was historically done and is often still done by women. And that's okay. We do an amazing job right now in our schools and hopefully in our lives of telling girls that they can do whatever sort of job they want to do when they grow up. Girls can do jobs, girls should do jobs that are done and have historically been done by folks who were boys. Girls can be amazing doctors. Girls can be amazing engineers. Girls can be amazing scientists. What I think, and this is my opinion, we've not done such a good job at is telling boys that they can do and be whatever they want when they grow up. So boys can do jobs that have historically been done by girls. For example, as you know, I teach in an elementary school. Right now I teach kids who are in 2nd and 3rd grade. That job historically has been done by girls. Does that mean I can't do it? Nope. It means I think that it's important for me to do it because we know that girls and boys do better when they have both men and women and folks of all sorts of genders teaching them and interacting with them and showing them love. So it's okay if you're a boy and you want to grow up and be a musician, if you want to grow up and be a dancer, if you want to grow up and be a writer, if you want to grow up and be a teacher, if you want to grow up and work in a flower shop. All those are good things. All those are things that have been historically, in our past, done by girls, done by women. But it's okay and good and amazing if boys want to do those when they grow up. So, Max, my friend here, is trying to figure out what he wants to do when he grows up. So, my job for you as we read this book together is to think about 2 things. What job do you want to have when you grow up? It's okay if that job has been done by someone who's not the gender you identify with. So it's okay if that job has been historically done by boys, by men. It's okay if that job has historically been done by girls, by women. What we do as kids is figure out who we are and who we want to be and what we are going to spend our time doing. So that's your job as we read this book. What job do I want to have? What kind of person do I want to be when I grow up? Max, the stubborn little wolf. Quick as a wink, when anyone asked Max what he'd like to be one day, the little wolf always said, "I want to be a florist." The answer made Papa Wolf so angry his tail twitched. Finally, he laid down the law. Wolf fathers and sons are hunters, have always been hunters, and always will be hunters. You, my son, will follow the family tradition, and that is that. "But I don't like hunting," said Max. "That's impossible!" roared the big wolf. "All wolves love to hunt." So here we have Papa Wolf and Max. And Max is holding a really cute little stuffed lamb, if you can see that. "After all," Papa Wolf added in a sweeter voice, "there's nothing more enjoyable than chasing a really plump little pig, capturing him, and then cooking him in a big pot with onions and apples." "I don't like meat," said Max. So here's Papa dreaming about the pig, and here's Max. Papa Wolf laughed at that. "It seems to me you really liked that leg of lamb on Sunday. You ate 5 slices." "I like meat that you buy, but not meat that you hunt," explained the little wolf. "I won't be a hunter. I will have a beautiful flower shop. With the money I earn selling tulips, roses, and daisies, I'll be able to buy all the meat I can eat. I want to be a florist, and that is that." So here's Papa Wolf, and then down here is Max taking care of plants. The stubbornness of his son kept Papa Wolf awake all night, while Max slept peacefully. The big wolf paced up and down the kitchen. "I must stop my son from becoming a florist," he muttered over and over again. "If I don't, I'll lose my mind." So here's Papa. The next evening, in the middle of dinner, Papa Wolf suddenly had an idea. "Ho, ho, ho! I know how to stop Max from becoming a florist. He has to learn to love hunting. That'll make him forget about those good-for-nothing flowers." The big wolf banged his paw on the table to be sure Max was paying attention. "Tomorrow," he declared, "we will go hunting for rabbits and young boars." A boar is a kind of wild pig. "And if I don't manage to make you a hunter, my son, I will eat my hat, I will." So here's the wolf family at supper. At dawn the next morning, Papa Wolf shook Max awake. "Get up quickly," he ordered. "We're going hunting." Papa Wolf made Max drink hot tea with pepper to wake him up and hummed a hunting song. When they arrived in the forest, the big wolf whispered, "Shh, we'll hide here. As soon as the rabbit passes by, we'll jump on it and put it in the basket." A few minutes later, a rabbit pushing a wheelbarrow appeared. So there they are, hiding, and then way over here is the rabbit. Max leaped out of the thicket. "Quick, save yourself, little rabbit," he shouted. "My papa wants to eat you." The rabbit dropped his wheelbarrow and ran off without waiting to hear more. Papa looks pretty darn surprised, I think. "What's the matter with you?" yelled Papa Wolf. "Why did you do that?" "Because I don't like hunting," said the little wolf. "I already told you that. Hunting is nasty, cruel, horrible. I will never be a hunter. Max stopped speaking and stared with big, round eyes at his papa. The big wolf was eating his hat. In the middle of the night, another idea popped into Papa Wolf's head. "Ho, ho, ho!" he said to himself. "This time, I know how to keep Max from becoming a florist. I'll just tell him that it's a dangerous job. If that doesn't change my mind, I'll eat my pillow. I will. So here's Papa in bed. At breakfast the next morning, the big wolf said, "It's fine to be a florist, my little son, but do you know that it's dangerous work?" "Really?" mumbled Max, his mouth full of crispy flakes. "Yes, indeed," said Papa Wolf. "You might prick yourself with a rose thorn, or slip and fall in the mud, or cut yourself with the garden shears." Max jumped up, kissed his father. "Don't worry, my little papa," he said. "I'll be very careful. I'll put on gloves so I don't prick myself, boots so I don't slip in the mud, and..." So here we have Papa talking to Max, and there's Max telling Papa. Max stopped speaking and stared with big, round eyes. The big wolf was eating his pillow. The next afternoon, Papa Wolf woke up from his snooze with a sneeze. "Ho, ho, ho!" he cried out. "Now I really know how to keep my son from becoming a florist. I'll make him hate the smell of flowers." The big wolf jumped into his car and went to a big apartment store. He bought 3 bottles of strong-smelling perfumes: rose, lilac, and violet. So here's Papa with all the bottles of perfume. That very night, he crept into Max's room and emptied the 3 bottles of perfume all over the blanket, the pillow, and the head of the little wolf. The smell was so strong that it made even Papa feel sick. "If this doesn't make Max hate flowers," the big wolf whispered, "I'll eat grandmother's dishes. I will. So here we see Papa putting all the cologne over Max's bed and his head. Ugh. As soon as Max got up the next morning, he went to find his father. Papa Wolf was shaving in the bathroom. I'm going to show you right now the picture of Papa Wolf shaving. You can see right here he's using a straight razor. That's an old-fashioned kind of razor. I use a razor that's plastic and has a little handle. That's probably what your big brothers and dads and uncles and grandparents use too. But maybe some of them use a straight razor. "There's a very strange scent in my room," Max said. "It smells like roses and lilacs and violets." "Papa," the little wolf said, taking a deep breath, I have something to tell you. I no longer want to be a florist. Papa Wolf was so shaken by the news that he cut himself with a razor. Is that really true? He asked, trembling with joy. So again, here's Max's little sheep. And then there's Max talking to Papa. And you can see he cut himself on his cheek. Yes, it's true, said Max, as Papa Wolf sat down in his favorite chair. I want to make perfumes instead. So perfumes are things that smell really nice, that often ladies wear, sometimes boys. I think what I really like about flowers is their smell. The little wolf stopped speaking and stared with big, round eyes. So here's Max, all excited. And there's Papa Wolf. What do you think Papa Wolf is feeling by the way that he looks? You can see he's slumped. He's got a really long face. His eyes are downtrodden. What do you think he's feeling? Papa? Said Max. And here we have the last page of the book. And look, Papa's eating the dishes. So what do you think about Papa thought about Max wanting to make perfumes? So, my guess is Papa's not very happy because just like being a florist, which was a job that many women have done, lots of men, but many women. Making perfumes is also a job that was done by men and women. But I'm here to tell you that's okay. Whatever job you want to pursue, think about it. Doesn't matter if it's been done by women or men or folks of any gender. You can pursue that dream. So, what's the job that you want to do when you grow up? Here's the back cover, by the way. What do you want to be? What do you want to do for work when you grow up? How are you going to get yourself ready to be that person? Because if we want to be a florist, we need to figure out how to do math because we have to buy and sell things. We need to figure out how to measure. We need to figure out how to count. We need to figure out how to read because things come from different places. So what do you need to do to be the person you want to be when you're grown up? I'm really curious to know what you have to say. Have a great day. Say hi to your friends and family for me, the people that you live with as we quarantine. And I hope to see you in person soon when this is all over. Bye-bye.